What's up, guys? This is Otaku Talks. We're going to talk about Pokemon, which is our favorite generation and why.
And let's not forget our host, Punctury Heart behind the camera. Actually, I'm Boo. Then we got Karu, and then we got my boy.
Bro, they don't know where you're pointing at, dumbass.
Dumbass, I'm talking. I'm Boo, bro. They're looking at me, man.
I know you're talking. You're like this. They can't see you. Alright, Punctury Heart behind the video.
They don't know that. I'm everywhere.
They can hear you. Okay, Karu here and Mr.
Ramens.
Mr. Ramens here.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna talk about Pokemon.
AKA Fabio.
Okay, so who's a Pokemon general here, an oldie? You guys?
Hell yeah.
Alright, so
who's played more than 2 Pokemon?
Right here, bro.
Yeah.
Who played exactly
Played every game, bro.
Who played exactly 2 generations of Pokemon?
This kid.
So I'm relatively new in Pokemon, as you can see.
We're just kidding. We're just messing around.
Let's just give a round of applause anyways.
Alright. So I'm the newbie in the group. Alright, so just to clarify, I've played Generation 1 and Generation 7. And right now I'm playing Generation 2, which is like halfway done. And I
played every gen.
Except for the newest one on Switch?
Yeah, which it's Eevee and Pikachu, which is Let's Go.
Mr. Punctury Heart is
I played all of them except Black and White, and I think it's the only ones actually, Black and White.
So Gen 5
yeah,
Gen 5.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Don't even bother playing.
You know what? I was curious enough and actually did some investigation, thorough investigation on why people didn't like it.
Some Wikipedia answers.
And it's mostly YouTube videos because nowadays,
well, it's a good source.
Everyone makes videos, so everybody's like, a fact authenticated person, But from what I saw, why a lot of people were upset with Black and White was like the Pokemon designs. I mean, for God's sakes, you had lazy.
It was
Pokemon
the laziest shit ever, bro.
You had a Pokemon that was an ice cream cone.
An ice cream,
and
a
then
lantern.
His evolution was two ice cream.
Yeah, 3 of them.
What 3 cones? It's a double cone and a triple cone. Like, what the fuck?
Was that about? You had a shield.
What's the Mega Evolution, bro?
You had the shield. You had the sword Pokemon.
No, yeah, but that was Gen 6 though.
I'm kind of glad.
But wasn't 5 like all original Pokemon? Is that true, or am I just making that up?
5?
Gen 5.
I think 5 was
most like. Is it all original, or there's like carryover from other generations?
No, there's always carryover.
There's always carryover.
But didn't have like the most new Pokemon. Is that why? Like it's like the designs are like shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they stretched their imagination stuff.
Yeah, actually.
They ran out of ideas.
No, you're right. Okay. No, you're actually absolutely right, because you don't really see Gen 4 in there or Gen 3. You mostly see like Gen 1 in there. Okay. But only like here and there scattered around.
Yeah, because I know like in Diamond and Pearl you had
pretty much everything.
You had everything up to that point. You had the
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you had Hoenn, Johto, and Kanto, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you had so 5 was good in the fact that it had the most original Pokemon.
But just because it's original doesn't make it good.
It doesn't make it good.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Because their Game Freak was like, okay, let me see that object. I can make that into Pokemon. Yeah. I can make that garbage bin into a Pokemon, which they did.
I mean, I guess.
Really.
So we all agree that
Gen 5
was poop.
Well,
I haven't played it,
crap.
But I'm gonna bandwagon with you guys. So you haven't played it either.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
I had both games too.
So you played it. So
you made the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so since you're the general, the oldie,
hell yeah.
Which one's the best gen?
For me, best gen will be Gen 3.
Gen 3.
Which is Hoenn.
The remake or the new one? The remake or the old one?
For me, it would have to be the new one actually. The old one was actually really good. It's fun to play.
There's like a
that's mechanics. Kind of unfair though, because like they pretty much implemented like
every gen.
So
technically,
but
like, Alpha Sapphire is Gen 6.
But how we're gonna go about this? We're gonna go about specific game or the Pokemon in that generation.
I guess I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
We can go both ways.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Yeah. But did you play the original?
I did play the original.
Okay, so you played the original and the remake.
That was actually my first game.
Okay, so then why don't we go about it this way? Which Pokemon generation had the best Pokemon, but which Pokemon game was the best game, in your opinion? Go. You start off, Mr. General Ramens.
For the best game for Pokemon for me would be actually Pokemon Sapphire, actually. Since it was actually my very first game that I ever played.
Mm-hmm.
That game actually brings a lot of memory to me. All the Pokemon there was actually pretty cool. At the same time, the graphics back then weren't so great, but at the same time, it's just the story for itself. It's just self-explanatory.
All right. Okay. So that's the best game. Or the
Yeah.
best- All right. So
No,
which
the
one
best
has the best
Which gen has the best Pokemon in your opinion?
opinion?
For me,
Opinion.
Opinion.
I gotta go with Gen 2, actually,
Gen 2?
Johto.
Johto? All right.
Even though like Gen 3 is like my top favorite game, it's just like the actual Pokemon in Gen 2 has so much variety, especially since it has both Kanto and Johto in it.
Oh, yeah,
But
okay.
at the same time, you see like evolutions that you don't normally see for Gen 1 Gen 1 Pokemon, because most of them you have to have Gen 2 in order to have it evolved or something like that in original games. So that's something unique.
Okay.
Oh, how about you, Mr. Pumpkin?
Oh man, he took it right out of me.
All
Man.
right,
he took it right out of me. For me, the best Pokemon Gen is always gonna be Pokemon Gen 2, because first of all, like I watched the anime actually. I saw Pokemon before I actually got the game, and I loved the beginning to Pokemon Joe. It's like everybody wants to be a master to the way to the top of that.
Okay, we don't want to get copy
Oh,
strike.
yeah. But that song was so damn catchy. I would wake up so early just to watch Pokemon Johto. And you know what? What made it so good was like, I don't know if you guys remember, but in the first season of Pokemon, where the action's about to set off on his adventure, he saw Ho-Ho.
Right? Yeah.
So that was like a mystery. Like,
Because he didn't show up.
Yeah,
in
he
the
didn't show.
anime.
Who is that Pokemon? And then like, once Johto hit, you saw Ho-Ho, you saw Lugia. Team Lugia, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Lugia is the better, but like, you know, Ho-Ho was the biggest mystery in the first gen of Pokemon, because I felt like it was
Because he was like classified as a legendary.
as
he
a
never
legend,
showed up.
but he
It
never
doesn't-
showed up
yeah,
in
so
the
he
game
never
as well.
showed,
Yeah.
But that's what made Johto so much better, was the fact that
It was like foreshadowed.
it was
before.
foreshadowing that there's gonna be another.
Do you think Game Freak intended that, or they were just like, oh, maybe we don't have a like time to like implement Ho-Ho in like the original game?
I feel like at the time,
or they were thinking like way far ahead.
I
Like,
feel marketing wise, they didn't think
yeah,
it
I
was
think
gonna
it was
be
like
a hit.
It was an accidental success.
They wanted to see what season 1 would turn into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they saw that Pocket Monsters became a thing, then they decided to go with, hey, Pokemon Johto. And that's how we got all these gens. But Pokemon Johto had like the better, it had the better starters brand, because like you had Totodile. You evolved into Final Evolution was for Alligator.
For Alligator.
Then my favorite one is always going to be Cynical, because
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Typhlosion, man.
Fuck you
I
guys.
gotta say though, like
Yeah,
for
and
every
then you had like
Team Bayleaf, right?
You had Handu and turned into Hondour. You had
Houndour to Houndour. actually.
what is it?
It
The
was
green dinosaur thing? The Tyranitar?
Are you sure you played the right game?
Yeah, I did play the right game, man. Then you had like Little Magmore, the Mag
Jr. or something?
Mag Jr.
It was Magby.
You had Elekid. You had Fanpy.
Some like pre-evolved, you know.
You had like
pre-evolved.
really like cute Pokemon, and like you had Ursaring, bro. Ursaring was frightening. The bear, when he would appear in the wild.
That shit is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah,
Gen 2.
they just had so many like really like their Pokemon designs in Johto were, I don't know how to explain it, but it went from like simple to like simple, but like I don't know. I can't put a word around it.
So you're
No,
like, so for you, it's like 2 is best game and best Pokemon.
Yeah, because
No, for me, best Pokemon Gen will be 2. Best Pokemon game, I'll give it to Diamond and Pearl.
Oh,
Because
you got
I
a
put
twist.
because I put so many hours into Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl
because-
itself has a lot of hours in it anyway.
Yeah, but the story was good.
It really is.
Pokemon was good. But what made it really interesting was that they really, at that time when that game came out, they used everything the DS had to make that game. They involved the touchscreen, the 3D. My favorite part about that was when you can go underground and like dig up the fossils.
You also have the features for the microphone where you actually have to blow on it.
Yeah, it was just they used the whole console for that game, and that's why to me, Diamond and Pearl was probably the better of the better Pokemon game in my perspective.
Right.
All right, okay. So for me, since I only have two options, all right. So once again, I've only played Gen 1, actually Leaf Green,
Okay.
and Ultra Moon is what I played. So of course I'm gonna put Ultra Moon as my favorite game. So I think it's like I played Gen 1, but I feel like I played it so late where I didn't have like the nostalgia trip like everyone had, you know? Like everyone's like, oh yeah, I love playing Pokemon as a kid. Like I barely played Pokemon as a kid. I remember playing Pokemon Red, but I didn't even finish it. I think I got it to like Mount Moon, and that's it. Like for the next 15 years, I never played Pokemon.
That's basically after the first gym leader.
Yeah, basically, exactly. I barely got into it. I was like 6 or 5.
But you still like follow the anime.
I follow the anime here and there.
I mean, you know what? At some point, I feel like you kind of play the game if you watch the anime because it's literally like
it's like a parallel, but not really the same.
Yeah, but you don't get the same. But it's still like you kind of play the game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
So
instead of you playing the game, someone else is playing it for you, and
Twitch is playing it for you.
character.
Some fish, fish, goldfish, please.
The thing is, the anime versus the games,
a little different.
you don't feel the nostalgia
Yeah,
as
there's
much
no-
because
I mean,
So that's what I'm saying. Like when I played Leaf Green, like I didn't have the nostalgia trip. So to me, it was just a game. Like I enjoyed it, but when I played Pokemon Ultra Moon, I think that's when I like really like got into it, because that was like a new adventure you can get, you know. And it's like my first game that I played, and like I actually bought 2DS just for that game. I have one, like that's like the only reason why I have a 2DS, because of Pokemon Ultra Moon, and I loved it. So I think it's like the best Pokemon game. Now then, for like the best Pokemons for generation, I guess I'm gonna go with the OG Gen 1. I think the original 151 is the best still. Don't get me wrong, I think Gen 7's Pokemon is really good too, but there's only two options.
yeah.
So best game is Gen 7, Ultra Moon, and best Pokemon. Just Pokemon itself, I think is the first gen.
well, it's understandable for especially since you only have the choice of the two. Of
I mean, I'm
Gen 1 and
playing.
7.
Yeah, I'm playing Gen 2 now. Like I'm playing Hardcore. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Pumpkin for giving it to me for my birthday.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, I was debating because GameStop had silver and gold,
Yeah, I wanted.
but
silver.
I couldn't remember which one he wanted.
I said silver, bro.
Dude, I have bad memory, bro. You know, all that
Soul Silver was
all
actually
that
really good.
420 and all that partying.
Oh yeah.
Soul Silver was good, man.
Yeah, I have Soul Silver.
Okay, so moving on. So we have our picks.
Okay, so
Let's
then,
discuss Generation 8. It was
well,
just
I think
announced.
before that, how about we share like what our favorite Pokemon team
Okay,
would
alright,
look
so-
like,
Alright, favorite
starting from let's say
Pokemon. Just your favorite Pokemon, period.
period.
From any generation. Doesn't have to be from your best.
Actually, better yet, it's like from every gen you already played, just make a team up from each gen. What would you
That's like
have?
a
in
lot
that
of
team?
way too
Pokemon.
long,
Way
man.
too long, bro.
Okay,
That's
how
6
about
Pokemons.
How about
We're not a Tim Hortons, bro.
No, you know what? Let's keep it simple. Favorite Pokemon in general.
Just one Pokemon.
Well, just one Pokemon.
Pokemon?
If you had to pick one Pokemon to like follow you around.
Yeah, like
For
if
the rest of
Pokemon
your
was
life.
real, you have one Pokemon. Pick. Start it off, Mr. Pumpkin.
Okay, for me, it's no brainer. It's gonna be Gengar.
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 I love
Ghost
Gengar.
Poison over here.
Damn.
Yep.
All right, how about you, Mr. Ramen?
For me, it would have to be Tyranitar.
Tyranitar?
Okay.
alright.
Dark. Okay. Trying to
Okay,
counter me.
okay. Oh
Trying
shit,
to
Edgelord
wipe
over
my
here.
teeth. Trying to wipe my teeth.
All right, so I'm the only one gonna pick a starter, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Primarina. All right, so fuck you guys. Poplio. Actually, Brianna thinks it's adorable. I
Yeah.
think Primarina is really cool, so that's why I'm gonna pick Primarina as my favorite Pokemon.
It's a
Okay.
trap
So now that we got
divorce.
that out of the way,
Who
now
would win? That's really
Who
battle.
would
Oh,
win?
I mean, of course I would win.
I
but,
mean,
you know,
fairy
I
type,
would,
so fucking.
No, I would be the first gone, bro. I'll be the first one
you guys
gone.
out, you know.
I mean, I'm a fairy type.
But your level 100 wouldn't be trained like my level 100, okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have shinies, right? From
Yeah.
Straight from Japan.
Okay, so anyways, that's for a different stuff.
Okay, so the reason we're making this video is because, well,
we're
as-
riding the bandwagon for Gen 8 release.
Yeah. So, personally, when we got the taste of the starters, and
Just the first evolution. They haven't
yeah, the
announced.
first,
Yeah,
they
so-
haven't announced the
So
final
in this
evolution.
video, while recording, they only announced the first starters.
Yeah,
First
so basically
evolution.
But
it's,
they only announced starters, right? They
It's
announced,
just the starters.
They only
Just the
did
starters.
fire, water, and grass. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't actually
There's
specify
no,
types.
If there's
there's
any
no
typing.
types.
There's
or
no
anything.
secondary types.
No,
Okay.
no secondary, no the finals. So you got the water type, which is Brattle.
Yep.
The second one should be what was it?
You said water type? Sabo?
Sable, yes.
Yeah, I was like, who did you say?
Yeah,
It
water
was
type was salt. Yeah.
Sable is
yeah.
the water
The
type.
the best type for that one.
And what was it for the monkey? What was his name again?
No one cared.
No one cares
No
about
one
cared about the monkey.
monkey.
And then the standing fire type again.
Oh yeah, the bunny,
So,
the Trix bunny,
yeah,
the Chungus.
The Chungus. So people are complaining. As you know, like the last 6, 7 generations,
been
every
fighting.
fire type has
It's been
been
a fighting
has
type.
been a standing type, on 2 legs.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully this gen.
hopefully, I'm hoping. Well, I don't have that problem because as you know, like I only played Gen 7. But you guys,
Yeah, hopefully for
like
this
they're
gen.
very hopeful.
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't mind a bunny that kicks ass. You know.
But that's like the
I
monkey
don't-
fighting type,
I don't
or like
think
a chicken fighting type.
I'm sorry, but I can't go with that, man.
Yeah, what pissed me off in 7, they made Incineroar dark type. He's a wrestler.
Oh yeah,
he's a dark, he's a fire fighting type.
Lucha over
And then they
there.
made him dark just because people would get pissed if it's a fighting type.
Well,
But
right
he's
there, there's
so-
no mistake there, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're probably gonna make it like a. What if they make it like a buffer, more
Like a
buffer
Chungus.
than like they should make it a Chungus but psychic type, like a floating Chungus.
They already have a fire psychic
a
type.
floating
in
Chungus
Gen,
would be
in,
amazing.
Gen 7, Fennekin.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, that is true.
So what they haven't made yet?
Maybe a
Like
dead
that's a
bunny.
rabbit.
Maybe they make him a ghost.
A rabbit?
I,
It's a
I
rabbit.
don't,
ghost,
I don't
yeah.
see that happening, though.
They should do something really creative, because if like already by the bunny stance, like people are already
Pissed off.
pissed off because it's gonna be a fighting type.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
what else is
just,
gonna be?
just on the 2 legs itself.
I mean,
What are they gonna do for evolution? Put it on its 4 legs?
you don't see any bunnies in 4 legs. That's
Never.
Exactly, no.
Unless then when they're running, but at the same time, it was like, what you gonna do with it, really? What matters is actually the type that it's gonna be,
Yeah.
because right now everything is pointing to fire and fighting.
Exactly. Like I don't know what they're thinking. Actually, you know what? I actually think the grass type might be a fighting.
Yeah, that's what I was
monkey.
thinking. That was what I was
actually
thinking.
thinking. You know what? It would be a funny twist if they're all fighting.
I'm pretty sure a lot of
Because
people
I feel
will be
like
pissed
the
off
water
about
type
it.
would go more towards like a Greninja.
Greninja?
Yeah, Greninja type kind of Pokemon.
I feel like it's
like
more-
a salamander fighting type.
No,
Like
because
where he would like
usually,
choke slam people with his tail.
yeah, but usually
Alright.
salamanders are poisonous, or
So then
not
a water
poisonous.
poison?
It would be something like water and poison.
Maybe.
But- so then it would be. I think the grass type is gonna be a fighting type.
Let's make our bets,
That's
guys.
probably.
I guess the hot topic is actually for the fire one. What do you think is gonna be? We can't pick fighting. So what do you think is gonna be?
Okay.
That's not fire and fighting. Something else.
I could probably see them try to do something like they did with Piplup.
Piplup was like a
Water
steel-
steel.
Water steel.
Yeah, so maybe they might.
Yeah,
do
like you
something
would
fire
never guess
steel.
it was gonna be
Fire
water
and
steel from Piplup.
Yeah.
So for like that would be like a fire and steel type.
Yeah.
I was thinking of almost the same thing, but instead of like steel, it would be like a ground or rock type.
Oh, I was gonna pick that because of that other rabbit.
But even if
Yeah.
they did, but even
Banana,
if they
yeah.
did like ground, what is it? What did you say? Ground or rock?
Ground rock slash
Ground-
fire.
They could still learn like fighting
Yeah, of
abilities.
course.
That's true.
Even steel, it would still be able to learn fighting abilities.
Yeah.
Because I think Empoleon in the Pokemon game, he learned Mach Punch or something like that.
Mach Punch or Rock Smash, something like
Yeah,
that for the HMs. That's if they include the HMs back into this game.
I think it all depends on the design of the final evolution.
Because we haven't seen it yet. That's the thing.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
We haven't seen it yet, so I'm kind of excited to see what the final evolution is
Yeah.
gonna look like.
Definitely.
But I really believe in my heart that the grass type is going to be a fighting type.
Fighting type.
I really do.
The opposite of Inferni.
Yeah. That would be really interesting, actually. Another twist would be if they're all fighting
be-
types.
I doubt it.
It'll be an
If
Imagine
they're all
twist.
fighting types, everyone would be so triggered. And I would love that.
It would be very triggering.
Yeah, I
Especially,
would love that.
I don't know what I would be doing with my life after that, man.
But anyway, which one would you guys get? Pokemon Shield or Pokemon Sword?
That's a debate, but for me, I have to go with Shield.
Leaning towards Shield, but that could change because of the exclusives.
Okay,
sure.
I'm definitely going for Shield.
So we're all Shield, huh?
Yeah.
Shield here.
Shield hero, bro.
Shield hero.
Yeah, my boy Nafumi, making you proud.
Well, I think that's all for today, guys.
Actually, one more thing. For Gen 8, which one is your starters?
Oh,
Just from seeing the original. I'm going with Sabo, so I just fuck you.
I'm gonna go with Salvo as well,
Alright, so
but
he's also going with Sabo.
I'm gonna go with my boy Chungus.
Big Chungus.
Big Chungus,
Scoring
baby.
money over here. Alright guys, that's it for not the FAQ, talking about Pokemon and which one's our favorite gens and first impressions for Generation 8.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching this segment of Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah.
And
anime, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and please leave comments down below. And we are out.
Wait. Can you do that?
What?
What is that?
What is that?
Is that what is that?